And actually catching something like this at this point makes the whole day worth it, because this cow would have become lame in the future, and now she is not, because I'm going to clean all of this up. These little cracks would collect stuff. You can see they already were. Not only are her leg angles not perfectly straight up and down, but also each foot is kind of pointing slightly to the outside. Once properly trimmed and balanced, those legs should be straight up and down, toes pointing forward. They're not off by much. But these slight tune-ups keep cows from becoming lame and keep them as comfortable as possible. Big Mama, what's your number? 5757. Hey guys, I'm Aaron Lavoie, Midwestern Hoof Trimmer. I'm going to explain one of the frequently asked questions on this channel. How do we know how much to take? Alright, so you can see this foot's not that bad at all, actually. But the angles are off just a little bit. So she doesn't really need much off the length at all. This one is pretty correct. This one can use just a little bit. Both of them are going to get an adjustment of the angles. I'm going to trim it, put this foot down. I'm going to talk to you about how I determine that while we trim the other foot.
So the goal in a trim like this is to provide even sole thickness in each claw or toe, and that will in turn provide a balanced pedal bone. Each claw or toe is made up of 3 pedal bones, phalanx bones. So in order for the joints between the 3 phalanx bones to be comfortable, the phalanx bones need to be in proper alignment. So instead of flattening and leveling both claws together as one unit, we trim each claw separately to its balance and needs. That's what the balance method does, is provide even sole thickness for each claw and alignment of the 3 phalanx bones. And on a maintenance trim like this, the main goal is to keep optimal comfort, detect and correct any future would-be problems. Maintenance trimming is just like changing the oil in your car, preventing it from becoming a problem later on.
Alright, I'm going to stop with my grinder right there and use my knife to clean the rest up. And again, what my goal is to remove anything that's not wearing perfectly. She didn't need much. That's why this is called a maintenance trim. We are maintaining and preventing problems. And actually catching something like this at this point makes the whole day worth it, because this cow would have become lame in the future, and now she is not, because I'm going to clean all of this up. These little cracks would collect stuff. You can see they already were, but we're going to eliminate them holes before they become. Now she's not flinching from pain at all. She is just not enjoying being in this machine. And I don't blame her. I don't enjoy sitting in a dental chair where I can't see what's happening. But I can still feel somebody working on me. I think most of us can relate to that. Okay, now what is left on the flat plane is perfectly balanced. We're going to put this foot down. We'll compare it to the other foot, then we'll trim the other foot, and I'll tell you how I determined this. And you could see that she already automatically, all by herself, put that foot down, much more under her, toes pointing forward. Let's go to the back. She's doing a little so I'm going to be careful not to get my camera in there. But look how much straighter this foot is, and how the toes are pointing more forward than that foot. And again, this foot is pointing slightly to the outside or towards us, and when we finish, it should be pointing much more straight forward in front of her, and the leg should be much more underneath her. So the way I am determining that is I am making readings off of the axial or inside wall of each claw, as well as length readings of the dorsal or the very front wall, measurements around her heels, and all of these things are guiding me and telling me how much to take off, which way to do it, and wear. In case you're wondering, this here is pigmentation. This is bad black spots. This is not bad. That is just a pigment, just like these spots on her leg. So again, what I said earlier about wear, how much to take off and wear, that applies to more than one thing. When I say wear, meaning the location, but again, what we are doing is correcting the uneven wear. So as the hoof is being formed and most of it's wearing off, not all of it's wearing off. And that is my job, to correct the uneven wear and prevent it from becoming a problem. And the uneven wear is responsible for this breakdown area she's got on the white line. This is happening because her heel height was extremely high over here, and that was causing excess pressure over here. Because this hoof is hard, I'm going to take my grinder and notch these spots out a little bit. And again, we have to get everything that is detached completely removed or cracked completely removed. A little bit thicker knife here because that one, with this hard hoof, if I pry any harder, it's gonna break. Now again, that just happened to be a crack where the pigment was. They are not related whatsoever where it was dark there. And the fact that there was manure under it. Now she is all straightened out, balanced up. Her bone structure inside of each claw will be even and aligned with each other and the rest of her leg. We're gonna put this foot down and compare the before and after pictures. Okay, and automatically again, that foot goes down much more below the cow, toes pointing exactly forward. Okay, so we can see how much straighter her leg angles are. Her toes are pointing more forward now. Her front legs are all straightened out. If you want to watch me trim the back feet, stick around. Otherwise, until next time, catch you on the flip flop. Bye.